the sit down with Malik Wright presented by First Star Logistics. And normally Malik starts this out, but I got a hot take. Baker Mayfield's a top 10 quarterback. And in my opinion, I don't think this is a hot take. So people may say Baker Mayfield's an outcast. Baker Mayfield started with the Browns, went to the Rams. Baker Mayfield's a backup quarterback. The stats say otherwise, Malik. The stats say otherwise. So you may have an opinion that Baker sucks as a quarterback, but I hate to tell you, 4 games into the NFL season, the Buccaneers are number 1 in the division. The Buccaneers are going to make the playoffs, and that's behind Baker Mayfield and his arm. So when you look at Baker Mayfield and this Buccaneers team, how are they succeeding? They're succeeding with a great defense, but you look at the talent on offense, it's not great. Mike Evans is a good to top 15 receiver. Chris Godwin's a good to top 25 slot. But besides that, they have zero run game. Their offensive line heading into this year was considered maybe a top 15 unit. But the way that he's producing right now is elite, right? You look at him, he's top 10 in intended air yards. You're looking at, is he taking care of the ball? Hell yes. He has 2 turnovers. 2 turnovers through 4 games right now, Malik. And when I look at it, what do I want in a quarterback? I want a quarterback to take care of the ball. I want a quarterback to hit checkdowns. That's what he's doing. And I want a quarterback that can also push the ball down the field. So I hate to tell you, those people that are going to be in the comments right now saying, Daniel, you're wrong. Daniel, this is a terrible take. It's not a terrible take because it's a fact. It's a fact. He's top 10 in total touchdowns right now. He's top 10 in least amount of interceptions. He's top 10 in all these statistics, and that shows that he's putting a winning product on the field. When he's doing that, Derek Carr can't. When he's doing that, the Falcons can't. When he's doing that, the Panthers can't. These other teams can't, right? You look at how they performed on Sunday Night Football against the Eagles. They played them close, beat a Vikings team who had arguably the number 1 receiver in Justin Jefferson. And I just look at how he's performing. For him to go from the Browns to go to the Rams, to go to a completely new team in year 1 and start out like this, Baker Mayfield's showing something. Baker Mayfield, in my opinion, can be a franchise quarterback. And he's a guy I truly believe the Buccaneers can build around. Yes, build around. And the reason why I say that is you need more pieces. You need to have an elite defense. But the product he's putting out in the field, especially the team's rallying around him. So I look at, what do I want in a quarterback? I want a quarterback that my team can rally around. I want a quarterback that can make plays outside of the structure. And that's something he's doing here that he wasn't able to do with the Browns. It seems like every quarterback goes to the Browns and they end up ruining their career. Baker Mayfield's career is not ruined. He's rejuvenated. He's a top 10 quarterback. Malik, what's your thoughts?
I first and foremost want to take full responsibility for this because we don't drug test people on the show.
Okay.
We typically, trust that the people that come on this show won't be under the influence or intoxicated of any sort, especially as the creator of this show. I want to apologize because that is an absolutely asinine take. It's crazy how the roles have sort of reversed because I was the guy sitting up here during the summer saying the Buccaneers would win the division. I was the guy sitting up here saying Baker Mayfield would have a better season under the Buccaneers, especially at being the guy with no competition in sight for him, with the abundance of weapons that they have offensively, with the abundance of the weapons they have defensively. And you told me that that wasn't going to be the case. So I'm glad that you're finally showing up to the party a little bit late, but still asinine. We said the same thing about Geno Smith last year. Listen, quarterbacks can have resurgence in their careers. Quarterbacks can have good years, right? Quarterbacks can have good years, especially when you consider that Baker Mayfield has the talent that he has with him. And that's what I was trying to get everybody to understand. Still has Chris Godwin, still has Mike Evans, still has a good offensive line, and still has the remaining pieces of that defense. So I could see them having a bounce back year, especially with the division in shambles. That by no means makes him a franchise quarterback. That by no means makes him a top 10 quarterback. He is having a very good 4 weeks into the NFL season. He is not a top 10 quarterback right now. It's too early to let me finish. It's too early to judge him because what you like to do, sir, is you like to jump on shows. You like to jump when you have this mic in front of you. You like to make outlandish statements. You like to say Geno Smith is this. You like to say, I remember we debated years back about Jameis Winston when he was playing great, when he was leading the league in touchdown pass, but he also was leading the league in interceptions. It's the same thing over and over again. So I just want to caution everybody. Let's hold our horses a little bit on Baker Mayfield. Let's just say the Buccaneers team as a whole is playing very, very well. He is
100%.
playing well within the confines of that offense and getting the ball to his weapons like you would expect a former first overall pick, not just first rounder, a former first overall pick to do. The reason why I am, very, 10 toes down when it comes to this is because I was the guy that was hammering the table for the Buccaneers and I got ridiculed for it. Let's not start with the asinine, outlandish statements, though. Let's not talk about Baker Mayfield like he is a top 10 quarterback. I understand the stats say that through 4 weeks, but let's judge him from when we get a full sample size. Let's judge him after 10 weeks. Let's judge him after 12 weeks. Let's judge him at the end of the season. But let's not start making statements 4 weeks into the year. It's a small sample size to choose from. But what the return so far, an investment from the Buccaneers from Baker Mayfield has been very, very good, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but so you're saying my asinine take. I think what you just said, him playing within the confines of the offense, he's doing the exact opposite. He's able to make plays outside of the structure.
When I say confines to the offense, I don't mean that he's playing within a structure outside of a structure. I'm talking about he's getting the ball to his weapons. That's what I'm saying.
And that's what you got to do as an NFL quarterback. Right. So when I look at Baker Mayfield, and I'm glad we're having this discussion because you brought up guys like Geno Smith. The Geno Smith I saw last year is the same Geno Smith I'm seeing right now. The Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks are putting up a top 10 offense. They're top 3 in total passing yards. They're one of the most efficient offenses. So Baker Mayfield, I truly believe he can be a franchise quarterback. I think Geno Smith is, let me put them in this tier, right? Top 10. And the reason why I say top 10 is you've got the elite, the super elite, which is the top 5, top 6. Right now, who's 10? Who's 9? Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins? That's the tier because we can both agree there's a significant drop-off after the top 6, the Lamar range, and then boom, you got a drop-off because we were discussing, Deshaun Watson, is he in that tier? There is no clear top number 10 quarterback in the NFL. And I think Baker Mayfield, to your point, right now it is 4 weeks. It is probably a little premature, but I've loved what I've seen. So Baker Mayfield, he's done a great job. And what I want to see more out of him to make it, not a bold take, but to make it a solidified take is do it consistently. Make the playoffs this year and show me something in the playoffs too. I think we can both agree that by the end of the season, if the Buccaneers go out there, make the playoffs, win a playoff game, and we can confidently say Baker throws 300-some yards, couple tutties, and doesn't blow the game for them in the playoffs, then I'm sure people will start coming to this conversation. But I just want to say right now he is showing up, and I think we'll see. I don't know how long Mike Evans is out for, but especially if Mike Evans is out, we're going to start to see, okay, is this Baker Mayfield for real? And I think he is.
Well, that's where I think we're agreeing more than we're disagreeing on it. It'll be interesting to see how the Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield continue to perform. I have them winning the NFC South. I've said it since, the offseason.
You put me on that take. I'll say you put me on that take.
Appreciate that. And again, like I said, I just, when I made that take, I saw the Buccaneers as still the team to beat in the NFC South for a lot of reasons. But if you like more video content like this, give this video a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and actually do us a favor. Let us know down in the comment section. Do you think Baker Mayfield is a top 10 quarterback? Do you think he'll finish as a top 10 quarterback, the remainder of the season? But if you like more content like this, give this video a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss when we go live from the First Star Logistics Studio.